Hello everybody, this is Melinda, and I have a couple questions that I have from a viewer that I'm going to be doing. It's going to be a poll for our global, okay? And the first question was they wanted to know about the food situation in the next 5 years. I'm reading the questions. I got it written down. Okay, so the global food situation in the next 5 years. 100% good. It's a little cool and rainy here this morning. It was lightning and thundering a little bit ago, which made the animals stir up a little bit. Yeah. Mother Earth could use all the rain she could have from all the cloud people. Absolutely. Okay, right there. First card up is a Six of Swords, the Ace of Coins, the Fool, the Three of Cups. From off the bottom, Strength. Nice. Okay, I'll get his little story, guys. Next up will be the Moonology cards. I can't read these yet until I get my glasses on, so I'll just lay them down here. Okay. And I was going to pull the same amount of these angel cards, but I was just told to pull 3. Okay. All right. We'll do 3 of each. That's 1. 2. 3. Okay, I'll set these up here. One from the bottom. All right. Let's get us a story. Okay, the Six of Swords stands for coming out of rough waters into calmer waters, going into safety. And I'm seeing the mother holding on to the baby, and the man rowing the boat. So I think it's going to take the family, so take us, knowing that we were in some murky water there, because she's just looking down into it, holding on to her baby, her joy. He's getting them away. And there's some other people over here in their boat, and it looks like he's catching some fish or whatever else comes out of the water. And they're in the calm water because they're over here. And then the Ace of Coins came up, which this is an angel that helps us out with abundance, whether it be, as the coin represents anything earthy, like the abundance from the earth, or could be coinage. You know, maybe the prices will be coming down on the food that is coming, so that a way we can afford to buy, you know. And then the Fool comes into action, which the Fool is the start of a new beginning. He's on a journey. So maybe within the next 5 years, there's going to be other things come to play. Maybe a new way. Maybe a new way to process the foods. A new way to gather the foods. The next card up is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is about enjoying the abundance, having a good time, celebration. And again, the mother has the children holding up a cup, which could be filled with emotions, gratitude. Yeah. Whether the mother figure or the woman figure in these are literally the women, it could be the men. But the next card up was strength. Strength. Where we will make it through this. Yeah. And within 5 years, look at the power that that horse has. All the muscle that it has. The strength of a lion. And the infinity. Yeah. Crow sitting up on horse is messages. Let's see what the other messages are. From the Moonology, what sits underneath the Six of Swords, it says, have faith in your dreams. Have faith that these things, that we will be coming out of that rapid water into having the abundance that we need. All we got to do is have faith. And we'll make it through. Underneath the Ace of Coins is a new start is coming. A new start is coming. Yeah. That was also represented by the Fool. The new start, a new beginning. I think I got a little bit of dirt on my fingers when I was messing with the rocks earlier. Oh well. So under the Fool, or over the Fool, is a win-win outcome is forecast. Under the new journey, a win-win outcome is forecast. Yeah. Are you kidding me? That is beautiful. Absolutely. It's got the scales there too, and they're in balance. They're balanced over the world. Yeah. A new moon in Libra. Isn't that what this is right now? The new moon just came in Libra. Over the Three of Cups is bring love into the situation. Yeah. I think all things boil down to love. Yeah. She's pouring out. Because there's so much. There's the abundance. Again. Bring love into the situation. Maybe at first we may have to share. Which is all right too. And then over the strength. You and your loved ones are safe. You and your loved ones are safe. Yeah. Awesome. And then the 3 angel cards that I pulled. It says, your abundance is flow. Is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. Yeah, I must have stuck that nail right up underneath one of those. The rest of them's not like that, I don't think. Nope. Oh well. You gotta clean the rocks. You should have cleaned that. It doesn't look that dirty from here, but when it's under that, right in front of a camera, it sure does look it. Release resentments about money. Yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentments about finances just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool you can use to better the world. And this shift will help you attract, support, golden opportunities. Awesome. Use the other fingers. Very nice. And for this side of the globe, the snow's about to come. It's not going to be too much longer, maybe another month. But look at her lighting the way. We're all going to be all right. Okay? And then moonlighting. You could start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. So this may be about, the workings of the new situation, whatever it's going to be, whatever it's going to become from the Fool, the new beginnings, Ace of Coins, whatever's going to be coming up. Yeah. I'm going to pause this so that way I can get these cards up and do the other question. All right. Yeah, I think if we all work together, that we're going to be able to celebrate together. Okay? Next question, the global climate in the next 20 years. The global climate in the next 20 years. Okay. Okay. Judgment. Seven of Swords. Knight of Coins. Knight of Cups. Bottom. The Four Coins. Okay. Angels of Atlantis. Right there. That wasn't much show. Love. Liberation. And then the bottom. Empathy. Okay. Then the universe has your back. Right there. Okay. Hope is the conduit for miracles. Yeah. I recognize that I have chosen fear, and I choose again, and I choose love. From the bottom, energy flows where my intentions goes. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Okay, so for the climate for the next 20 years, I believe right now the people on the earth is maybe having a lot of judgment upon them. You know, but the angels, they love us. There's angels walking around with us. We've done a lot of things that probably should not have been done to the earth, and it still is happening. But I know that all things happen for a reason. Next card up is the Seven of Swords. And this guy, he's like a little sneaky thief. Came into camp, took things that didn't belong to him, and maybe just left a couple of those swords. So that way, maybe they wouldn't notice at first that he's walked away with 5. So maybe somebody's taken too much of something that should not be taken in Mother Earth, that Mother Earth needs. Okay? And then the Knight of Coins. I see some things halting. Some things the climate in the next 20 years. I believe that we're going to search within inside of us with this white dog representation. And we're going to stop doing something. And we're going to stand upright and do the right thing. The Knight of Cups. This guy's all about messages, love, emotions, walking slow through a process. There may be a lot of emotions going on with the things that's going on in the world. But again, we have the angels and messages. And maybe the doctors, I'm hearing the doctors in camp, maybe out on a lookout for something that's going to help us. And this angel has a whole scroll of information that's unwound and opened. Yeah. There's something floating in that water. I never seen that before. All these years that I've used these cards, I've never seen that. Something floating in the water. Maybe they're going to figure out a way to use some, like in the olden days, how they used to use the water wheel, you know, and they made energy out of the water. They may still do that in a bigger scale. I don't know. But I think they're going to figure out something to do within the water. Or maybe something that they may find that's inside the water that may help when it's outside of the water. Yeah, I think, yeah. And then the 4 coins. maybe we might have to just stay sat down for a little while and not do as much that people are used to doing nowadays. We're used to going and doing and whatever, and in whatever fashion we want. Like it's an endless supply. So maybe we learn through all these things, through the judgment of the planet. And the planet is, erupting in places more now from heat. Too much heat in the earth. And somebody's definitely taken too much from Mother Earth. Probably to line their own pockets. But there's going to be a halt to it, or slow walking through that, to where maybe the greed of somebody's pocket won't take hold on everybody, as as what it is. And then I pulled the love card, Archangel Sandalphon. The archangels and the angels, they are with us. Always, no matter what, they're with us. And maybe some of us might just get a little bit of liberation there. Look at that eagle flying in the light. The brilliant, bright light. Yeah. And maybe they're going to figure out something to do with the wind. The wind and the water, which will help the climate. And then we have the empath, empathy. This is just a gorgeous card. It's just so beautiful. And the green in this I'm seeing is healing. Healing the earth. The beautiful lily pad. Yeah. Yeah. And empathy is how we feel, right? And if we keep going the way it is, fracking or whatever somebody's doing that they shouldn't be doing. But then we have the universe has your back. Hope is the conduct for miracles. So if we have hope and faith, I believe miracles could happen. Yeah. And I recognize that I have chosen fear. But when I choose again, I choose love and life. Yeah. And then energy flows where my intention goes. The energy. Global climate, 20 years, energy. Energy flows where my intention goes. So I believe that everything's going to work out just the way it's supposed to. Well, I know that. Everything always works out the way it's supposed to. But I believe that we're going to come up with some new kind of energy. Wind and water. The key to prayer is to forget what I need. Huh. Yeah. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. Just because we think we need something doesn't even... Just because we think something... What I think I need. You know, guys, people's been talking about the ice melting. I remember watching a little clip of that somewhere. They showed the ice, an iceberg melting or floating or something. I don't remember. It's been a little while. I believe that maybe we're just coming out of the ice age. Maybe we're still just coming out of the ice age. Because the whole earth, I'm seeing the whole earth being covered up with ice, right? And people down inside of the caves surviving. And coming back out as the ice melts around them. And then it's populated again. Maybe we're still just coming out of the ice age, everybody. Maybe that's why the empathy card came up. I don't know. That's just what I'm seeing, little pictures in my head. People being surrounded by rock in caves. And then I remember the video of that ice. I don't remember what it was all said or anything, but I remember that image. We might just be still coming out of the ice age. And maybe Mother Earth is just continuing on with her cycle. Whether if us people all live, we're all going to die one day for some reason. But I do know that, like, way back in the way back time, you know, there was different kinds of people, you know, and, like, when the air was more clean and more oxygen in it, the people were bigger, you know. Whoever believes in the Bible, even the Bible speaks of giants, you know, and they found bones and all this stuff about the giants. And then when the air was getting more whatever, the people started not being as tall. Because I also remember seeing a picture of the giants next to normal-sized people. So, why they're covering up the giants, I don't know. Or why they're covering up pictures on rocks, you know, that our ancestors made. I don't know why there's so much cover-up. There's so much cover-up. Maybe it's for greed. I don't know, but there's so much that they try and keep from us. Even other beings and races. Everything. But maybe one day, all of it will be in the forefront of our mind. And the sun is starting to just like shine bright. Yeah. It's a beautiful sunny day today when it was just raining a little while ago. 20 years might seem like a long time to some people. But 20 years is just like a little speck in time. When we're looking at age. 20 years ago, shit, my body was still hot looking. I had long hair. My muscles was up there because I did a lot of hard labor. My body was twice less the size. Things change over time. 20 years looking back is a lot of time. But 20 years in the future, it seems like a whole nother lifetime for somebody. Somebody just being born will be 20 years old. Yeah. We're coming out of the Ice Age, I think. That image still just keeps popping in there. And I think we're going to be all right because Mother Earth's going to take care of herself. Doesn't matter who's walking on her back. It just doesn't matter who's walking on her back. She's going to take care of herself, no matter what she has to do. She's got to blow a few stacks, you know. If her waters has got to run a little faster, so that way maybe we pick up on some of that energy. Maybe the winds. There's going to be all kinds of new creations. I remember that from that one video where all the new inventions. There's going to be new inventions. And I bet some of those new inventions has to do with our climate. You know what I mean? Man, that was a couple months ago when our friends, our other ancestors came around. And they was telling us about all those new inventions and how it's going to be different, like even in schools. You know, there's just so many different things that's going to be new. 20 years ago, we wasn't all walking around with cell phones. And I remember I could have gotten to the bottom floor of cell phones, you know, because I had my own business. And plus I worked at another business, you know, because insurance purposes, 5 sons, got to have insurance. And I could have got in on like the bottom floor of that, you know. It was like 1/8 of a cent or something like that for 10 minutes of a card. Because people used to use those cards all the time. And who knows? Maybe Verizon company, maybe there would have been a Dutcher. Who knows? But I didn't take that route. I wasn't meant to. I remember clearly thinking, who would want to walk around with a cell phone all the time? Who wants a phone walking around with them all the time where somebody can get a hold of them all the time? But anyway, here we are. 20 years is a long time. But it's not. It's all how we look at it. So let's get some new inventions out there, guys. Use our imaginations. Let's get out there. Work together. Stay in love and harmony. Makes it a whole lot easier. I love you guys so much. And everybody take care. Hug somebody. Just hug yourself. Tell somebody you love them. And I love you. All of you. And I love me. No matter what I look like now, I don't care. I mean, I do, but I don't. You know what I mean? If somebody doesn't like me for my looks, then they ain't going to like me anyway. Not my real me. It's all good. Much love. Mwah.